Oh, seeing the truth behind everything. Seeing the truth behind everything. Ooh, this is different.
My birthday was the following week, although to me, it was just another day. But there was something slightly different that year. I was preparing to go back home from school when Sakurai called me to the courtyard.
Karen, これ、プレゼント。
Karen, here, a present. Sakurai gave me a beautifully wrapped box.
これ私に。ありがとう。
For me? Thank you. My body froze from surprise. I didn't know how to respond, but my heart started beating rapidly. For the first time, I felt grateful for my lack of facial expression. If it weren't for that, my face would have been blushing madly.
What happened at the accident? It seemed like they were getting on fine, they understood each other fine, she communicated her true feelings fine. So what happened?
I got home and opened the box. There was a ribbon inside.
The mother maybe threw it away and she desperately tried to get it back or something, or...
It's pretty. The ribbon was a deep red color. Such a beautiful, intense red. I wondered whether it would look good on me. I put it on anyway, thinking that maybe I could change if I did. I tied the ribbon in my hair and looked at myself in the mirror. And then...
Okay, so it's the mother's fault. I mean, of course it is, after all we know, but... Man, what's with the ribbon?
Mom!
You think you look sexy with that red ribbon? Well, it doesn't look good on you.
Her words stabbed my budding confidence. I shivered.
Stop dressing up and focus on your studies. Hand it over. I'll throw it away for you.
Before, I would have quietly handed her the ribbon. But now... No!
What?
You're not throwing this away. My friend gave me this, and it's very important to me. You're not having it. I had value. I knew that now. Sakurai made me realize that. I was sick of giving in. My mother looked confused by her daughter's sudden rebellion. She pursed her lips and angrily approached me.
What are you acting up for? Just hand it over!
She grabbed the tip of the ribbon to unravel it right out of my hair. Give it back! My mother opened the window and threw the ribbon out. The winds carried it away, drifting like a flower petal. I ran out of the house as I chased down my ribbon.
Did Nin come and try to help as soon as this happened or something? What happened? Oh my god.
It wasn't windy that day, so I shouldn't have lost it. But the ribbon drifted high above my head, and it was always out of my reach. I desperately ran through town to get it. I didn't want to lose that ribbon. It was a gift from Sakurai. Karen-san!
Oh no, here's the moment. Oh no.
Nin had joined me in my desperate chase at some point.
It must have been the mother. Like, the mother must have reinforced everything, and so, of course, like, Nikaido blamed herself, and that's why she turned herself into the villain. Oh my god!
Nin-chan, what are you doing here? Never mind me! What's got you all so worked up? The ribbon Sakurai-kun gave me. The wind! Nin saw the ribbon being blown about by the wind and nodded vigorously. I'll join you! We'll get it back for sure! Although Nin was physically weak, she chased after the ribbon with all her strength. We ran through every inch of the city until we reached a certain park. The ribbon was stuck on a tree, and Nin managed to grab it while being out of breath. Thank God! We found it!
So they found it, then what happened?
Nin looked happier than I was when she got my ribbon back.
あなたのおかげよ。本当に、なんとお礼を言っていいか。
Thank you, Nin-chan. I don't know what I can do to repay you.
いいんです。リンもカレンさんがそのリボンつけてくれるの楽しみにしていたんですから。
That's okay. I just want to see you with that ribbon on.
そうだ。カレンさん、よかったらこのリボンつけてみてくれませんか？
I know. How about you put it on right now?
きっとカレンさんにとってもよく似合うと思うんです。よかったらリンに結ばせてください。
I'm sure it'll look great on you. Let me tie it for you.
じゃあ、お願いしてもいい？
Really? If you don't mind, then... Nin was going to tie the ribbon Sakurai gave me. I thought that was the best thing that ever happened to me. I was sure that I could become a new person once this ribbon was on my head. But that time never came. The merciless wind abducted my treasure yet again.
Just now? Oh no! And then it happened. No!
The wind blew the ribbon right out of Nin's hand. Nin frantically chased after the ribbon.
Oh no!
She held out her hand as she went into the road.
リンちゃん、ダメ。
Nin-chan! No! I tried to reach her, but it was too late. A terrible reality had already befallen Nin's small frame. There was a loud screeching of brakes layered on top of a horrifying thud. Soon, onlookers came and murmured in the background. I held my head, but my body kept trembling. Nin! Nin! She had been beautiful like an angel, and now she was gone.
Of course she blamed herself. Of course she blamed herself.
I don't remember what happened after that. Witnessing the accident traumatized me, and I stayed locked up in my room for some time.
リンちゃん、ごめんなさい。リンちゃん、リンちゃん。
I'm so sorry, Nin-chan. 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 What dragged me back to reality in the end was something Nin said. Please, look after my brother.
桜井くん。
Sakurai-kun. I would keep my promise, Nin. I would support Sakurai in your stead. That was what I decided in that moment.
But what happened then?
I immediately looked for Sakurai on that day. I finally returned to school. He had fallen into a deep depression since Nin's accident, and his eating had become irregular. Matsukoji and Momono had somehow managed to drag him to school, but he was completely changed now. He would barely open his mouth to speak. He was barely a shadow of the hero who had given me a home. Day and night, I pondered for a way to revive Sakurai.
どうすれば桜井くんはまたみんなを救うヒーローに。
How can I get Sakurai-kun to become a hero again? The word hero jolted my memory. It reminded me of the time I talked about this with Kageyama on the rooftop amusement park.
しかし桜井の行動力には毎回恐れ入るよ。迷子のために肩車でショッピングモールを駆け回るなんて本当にヒーローみたいだ。
Really? Sakurai never ceases to amaze me. He really looked like a hero when he carried that lost kid on his shoulders in the shopping mall.
それも弱い者を守るために頑張る一番正当なタイプのヒーローだね。
That's totally what a hero who protects the weak would do.
ヒーローって他にもタイプがあるの？
Is there any other kind of hero?
ああ、俺が思うにヒーローは大きく2つに分けられると思うんだ。
I think so. There's two types of heroes.
まず一つは弱い者を守るために戦うタイプ。それからもう一つは
The first is the hero who fights to protect the weak. The second
悪を倒すために戦うタイプ。
is a hero who fights to vanquish evil.
その2つって何か違いがあるの？
Is there a difference between the two?
あるよ。前者のタイプが戦うのは弱いものを守るためだけど、後者のタイプが戦うのは純粋に悪を憎んでいるからだ。
Of course! The protector fights solely to protect the weak, but the vanquisher fights because he hates evil.
So black and white, yin and yang, Sakurai and Low then.
手段と目的が入れ替わってしまっているんだよ。
They have different sets of goals and methods.
そっか、言われてみれば。でも悪を憎み続けるヒーローってなんか悲しい気もするね。
I see. But the vanquisher sounds a little sad. He has to keep on hating evil.
ああ、確かにそうだね。でも悪の存在がヒーローを作るという面は確実にあると思うよ。
I suppose, but heroes only exist because there's evil to fight.
悪がいないとヒーローは存在意義を失いかねないからね。
Without evil, heroes would be out of a job.
Okay, wait, that wasn't our conversation with Kageyama specifically. I thought it was a one-on-one conversation between Nikaido and Kageyama. I guess it was
悪が
just what she overheard.
正義のヒーローを作る。
Oh, I see.
Evil creates heroes.
Okay, this answers pretty much the rest of the questions. I already said that several times, but this really answers everything. I see.
A hero appears on the stage when there is evil to fight. If Sakurai had a villain to confront, it might revive his inner hero.
And she had such strong feelings of like gratitude and love and all that stuff towards him that she would be willing to do anything. She was already used to self-sacrificing and putting herself down and feeling nothing, so I guess it made it easier for her to slip into that role.
I thought this idea was worth attempting. I would become the villain, the hero's enemy whose sole existence is as the target of his hatred.
Okay. Damn, girl! Oh my god.
Since that day, I had my heart set on becoming a villain. It wasn't difficult. I was never friendly to begin with, so I had no problem earning the ire of my classmates. I didn't need to change much for them to begin judging me harshly. A mean-spirited student, a speck which soiled the class's harmony. Soon, I heard whispers about myself. And one day, someone said,
桜井くんの妹さんの事故現場に二階堂さんがいたらしいよ。
I hear Nikaido was at the scene of Sakurai's sister's accident.
事故にも関わってるって。
Maybe she has something to do with it. When my classmates questioned my involvement with the accident, I didn't deny it. My cold demeanor was enough to convey to everyone that I didn't care about the accident. Naturally, the rumor Kaden Nikaido killed Sakurai's little sister began to spread. First, by word of mouth, then by the internet. Sakurai was popular at school. Having his sister killed by one of his classmates made for big news. Eventually, the rumor reached Sakurai's ears.
Okay, so she played the role, and that's why she was sticking so hard to it despite everything that we pushed for.
嘘だよね。カレンがリンを殺したなんてそんな。
Kaden, it's a lie, isn't it? You didn't kill Rin. Sakurai had called me to an empty classroom to ask me this grave question. He had been silent ever since Rin's death, but now there was life in his eyes again. I suppose it was true that heroes needed evil to exist. Relieved at Sakurai recovering his energy, I replied,
Oh no, this was what was going through her brain. This was what was going through her mind at this moment. Oh no.
そんなのはどうでもいいことよ。
Who cares about that? A sharp pain stabbed my chest. I cared. I cared very much about that. Sakurai and Rin were everything to me. But that was exactly why I needed to be the object of his hatred. I left without elaborating any further. If I had stayed with him any longer, my feelings would have overcome me. As I was leaving, I tossed a glance at Sakurai. He was biting his lip. His body trembled. I was sure that feeling of hatred would serve to energize him. I knew then that I made the right decision.
Oh no!
I had become the villain.
Nikaido!
人殺し、学校来んなよ。
Murderer! Stop coming to
お
school!
前見てるとイラつくんだよ。
Pisses me off just looking at you!
My schoolmates would come yell at me during break. Some of them I recognized. Most of them I didn't. I didn't care that they were hurting me. To them, I was a villain after all. I caught a glimpse of Sakurai walking down the hallway out of the corner of my eye. He was laughing with his friends. I was glad that he was doing well. My childhood friends would pass by, and they all seemed to be having a wonderful time, too. That was enough for me. Leave me here. Just make sure you protect Sakurai.
もう教室戻ってくんなよ。
Don't bother coming to class!
Now that they were done beating me up, the students returned to their classrooms.
Oh my gosh.
I sighed and went to the rooftop. I had gained the habit of looking at the sky ever since Rin passed away. The girl who was as beautiful as an angel. I hoped she was doing all right in heaven.
Okay, there were several different ideas floating around as to why she loved looking at the sky so much, but I guess this must be it.
りんちゃん、安心して。桜井くんは私がちゃんと支えてみせる。
Don't worry, Nin-chan. I'll be Sakurai-kun's strength.
And then she unknowingly, I guess, formed low from all this. Not she formed, well, she caused the formation is what I meant to say.
Again, on that day, I was chased out of the classroom and was headed to the rooftop. And then...
いい様だな、二階堂。
Oh, so it's still Sakurai's silhouette, but Lo's voice is coming out of him. So I guess, yeah, it's his body, but with Lo's personality coming out. You've got some nerve, Nikaido.
Sakurai was in the hallway, glaring at me, leaning against the wall with his hands in his pockets. What? Huh? And yet, his aura was different from the Sakurai that I knew. His usual uplifting demeanor was gone, and his eyes were sharpened to points.
あなた、誰？
Who are you?
俺が誰か。俺に名前なんてねえよ。強いて言うなら、お前の憎しみだ。
Who am I? I don't really have a name. I guess you can call me intense hatred towards Karen Nikaido.
桜井くん。
Sakurai-kun.
その名前で俺を呼ぶな！
Don't call me that!
Despite looking like Sakurai, the person in front of me hated him from the bottom of his heart.
なんで俺が京介なんかと一緒にされなきゃいけねえ。
God damn it! Why do I have to be boxed in with Kyosuke?
区別がねえのがいけねえのか。となると、俺にも名前は必要かもしれねえな。
Should I separate myself from him? I'll need a name if I do.
俺の名前。俺は京介の内側の存在、桜井というカゴの中に閉じ込められている。
Okay, I see. My name. I was born inside of Kyosuke, in the lowest recesses of his heart. So that's why Nikaido already knew his name, because he had already presented it before.
カゴ。ロー。そうだ。俺の名前はロー。ローだ。
Lowest. Low. There you go. My name is Low.
He raised his head. His eyes were much sharper than before. The act of naming himself reinforced the reality of his existence.
目をそらすことしかできねえ兵たれな京介に代わって、俺がお前の破滅を見届ける。
Kyosuke is a wimp who can only look away. I'm going to crush you in his stead.
このローが、リンを殺したお前を憎み続けてやる。
My name is Low, and I'm going to hate you for killing Dean. I guess he's like reinforcing himself. Wow. Okay, so that's when he made his appearance in the real world.
Soon, I established a daily routine. I, the villain, would be attacked regardless of where I was. I accumulated layer upon layer of pain as the days went on, until eventually I could wear the pain like a shirt. Lo would sometimes call me to class or to the rooftop just to torment me. He never laid a hand on me, but the deep-seated, pitch-black resentment behind his eyes terrified me. But I couldn't stop being the villain. Not until Sakurai could stand on his own again. The more Lo despised me, the more it stabilized Sakurai's mental state. It looked like Sakurai had completely forgotten about Nin.
Okay. So even in the real world, he was starting to lose his memories of Nin. I see.
All of his painful memories were locked away within Lo. That included memories about his beloved sister. But if it allowed him to live a happy life, I wasn't one to complain. What mattered most was that Sakurai was smiling again. That was my aim from the beginning.
Wow.
Christ,
this whole pisses me off!
いい加減学校来んのやめろよ。
You don't have to come to school anymore, sweetie.
Things were going as usual. I, the villain, was beaten up by my schoolmates, while Lo watched. In the background, Sakurai was getting better. The cycle kept repeating itself. Until one day, I woke up and thought to myself, I think that's enough. Sakurai should be all right now. He should be able to live the rest of his life with a smile on his face. He still had his best friends, and Lo too. He didn't need me anymore. I could dispose of myself now. At the end of a hero's story, the villain dies, thus restoring peace to the world. I looked at the sky and squinted my eyes. The angelic girl could be up there. Nin was safe in heaven, so it only made sense that I died falling to the earth. Devils and angels lived in different places, after all. I needed to be as far away from her as I could. I went to the rooftop and looked at the sky for the last time.
さようなら、桜井くん。さようなら、みんな。
Goodbye, Sakurai-kun. Goodbye, my friends. I threw myself off. The urge for immediate peace overrode fear. Although I had initiated it, the beatings I had received these last few years had broken my heart beyond repair. If anything, the few seconds of my descent were frustrating for me. I wanted to hurry up and kill myself. The ground was getting closer. Soon. It would all be over soon. And now, it would all be over. Everything was supposed to be over. With the death of the villain, Sakurai should have had his happy ending. And yet, we weren't done. I saw the familiar buildings of Shibuya. I was standing in the middle of it. It was a strange, empty world. My childhood friends had lost their memories, even of my greatest crime. Words appeared on the billboard. I'm dead. Who killed me? My dead heart stopped again when I saw those words. Nin must have been the core of this world.
Nikaido created it. Nikaido created this world. The answer is that she killed herself because of all that, right? That's gotta be it.
Nin must have been the core of this world. Therefore, I must be the killer.
Oh my god. They keep changing all the mindset for everything. Everything changes.
I cooperated with Sakurai in the Chronos world as much as I could to bring it all to a swift end. It was difficult, however, with Kamiya wanting to make everyone get along, and Lo's strange tactics. In the end, only Lo, myself, and Sakurai were left. I hadn't anticipated Sakurai merging with Lo like that, but I fully expect him to kill me in the end. But something stood in the way of my expectations. Rin, who had been inhabiting Momono's body, threw a spanner in the works. And now, Sakurai's kindness stood in the way as well.
I'm wondering if the first playthrough happened. Karen, and... Wait. So I feel like we've gotten a pretty good picture of the whole thing, so, where to now? Oh my god! Holy cow, is this it? Is this it?
そうだったのか。
I see. Karen was protecting me all along. It wasn't just Karen either. Lo, Rin, all of them have been protecting me. And yet, I didn't even notice any of it.
本当にごめん、カレン。僕はずっと子供だった。みんなに守られてばっかりだ。
I'm so sorry, Karen. I was a child. A child everyone kept protecting.
僕のことを守り続けてくれた君の苦しみに気づくことすらできず、見殺しにした。
I didn't notice the suffering you went through while protecting me. And I let you die. How pathetic and miserable. How many people had been hurt by my weakness? I was terribly weak. Not even worth of being called a hero.
でも、
But I have to make my stand. I've been a weakling so far, yes, but I have no intention of letting things end the way I am. If I'm weak, I'll...
これからは僕がカレンのことを守るよ。大事な人を守れるくらいの強さを僕は必ず手に入れる。
I'll protect you this time, Karen. I'll become strong enough to protect the person I care about. I'll grow up. I won't forget what happened in the Chronos world, and I'll become a real hero.
いいえ、桜井くんが負い目に思う必要なんてないわ。
No, you don't owe me anything, Sakurai-kun.
私はあなたと凛ちゃんにもっと大きなものをもらってきたのだから。
I'm much more indebted to you and Rin-chan.
ただ、その恩を返していたというだけのことなの。
I just wanted to repay you. That's all.
それに、これからなんてもうないわ。だって、私はすでに死んでいるのよ。
And I don't have anything waiting for me after this. I'm already dead, after all.
Dead. The word pierces my heart. Yes, Karen is already dead. I had let her die, despite being so kind and generous. My crime is unforgivable. Karen slowly turns around and walks to the side of the building.
話も済んだし、そろそろこの世界を終わらせましょう。
Now that we've finished talking, we should bring this world to an end.
東国さんも言っていたでしょう。この世界から出るには犠牲が必要だって。
Tolguk-san mentioned that we required a sacrifice to escape this world.
なら、それは私以外にありえない。
I don't see how it could be anyone but me.
いや、それは違うよ、カレン。
No, you're wrong, Karen.
え？
Huh?
Karen is mistaken about this world. Tolgoku had written in her notes, the Chronos world is a world where miracles happen. Miracles are a beautiful thing. So I don't see how Karen sacrificing herself for my sake could be a beautiful ending.
このクロノス世界は誰かを糾弾するための世界じゃない。
The Chronos world wasn't created to blame someone.
本当のここはみんなで力を合わせどうしようもない後悔をやり直すための。
This is a world created by everyone's feelings of regret. So everyone's feelings created this world then, maybe. Okay? Okay?
美しい奇跡を起こすための世界なんだ。
All to create a wonderful miracle!
だからカレンは生き返るよ。
So,
必ず。
I know you'll come back to life. Wait a minute. Science can bring a dead person back to life. Quantums can bring a dead person back to life. Wait. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I would feel if the game actually went that route. Really? I mean, sure, that would make for a happy ending, but you can't bring the dead back to life. Wait a minute.
I'll come back to life? Is there a point to me living? When I've already fulfilled my purpose?
あるよ。続きならいくらでも。彼にも、僕らにも。
Of course there's a point. For you, and for me.
君がいなきゃ、僕らは新しい自分を始められないんだ。お願いだから、これからの僕らのことを見ててくれ。
We wouldn't be able to renew ourselves without you. So please, keep watching over us.
リンだって、それを望んでいた。ヒーローを目指す僕のことを、横で守っていてほしいんだ。
Nin is wishing for the same thing. She wants you to watch over me as I try to become a hero. I clench my fist, telling her that I need her without any petty platitudes. Is it okay for me to keep on living?
いいに決まってるだろ。
Of course it is! I answer her with a loud affirmation that seems to resound throughout this vast world. Also, Cotton will never deny herself again.